Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So my name is Tim. My channel is More Bang for Your Bucks. Everything I do is pretty much do it yourself so you can save money. Today I'm gonna give you a assessment of my new I actually went a 3-day camping trip, which I test out my solar panel along with my house battery, which have a capability of 1,280 watt hours. Because I need that to run my fridge, which consume average 35 watt per hour. So here's my take on this. All right. This is how my vehicle look like when I actually camping. Might have a little bit more stuff, but this is most of the basic stuff that I have. This is a 12-volt fridge, which can become a freezer if needed to. And this is powered by a 12-volt. Originally, this is powered by that cigarette lighter plug-in, which is not very reliable. It could come loose, so I made myself a little connection here, which is a XD60 connector. And that is how, instead of using this, I disconnect that point there and connect it to my house battery outlet right here, which come from a distribution box with the female. Actually, it's a male end of an XD60. And let me show you how it look like. So when I disconnect this part, it gives me this end here. This is actually a female end then. And then I'm gonna connect that to my house battery. And that is how it looked like. Right now, I'm not going to hook it up to my fridge because I don't want to run the fridge. I'm just going to show you what it look like at rest voltage, right? So you can either look at the voltage down here where the charge controller is. If I cycle this, it's 13.2 volt right now on the battery itself. So at 13.2, as you can see, I make a little sticker to tell me what's the voltage. I'm cheap. I'm not gonna buy a monitor to tell you percentage. So according to the book of the battery that come with it, 13.5 is 100% charge. So right now, it's weird that if I turn this on at rest, you're not supposed to check this until half hour of disconnection, so that way the battery becomes stabilized. So it's 13.1, so it's a little bit below 70%, all right? However, if you look down here where the controller is, it actually read 13.2. So we are at 70%. That's the approximation, not correctly. I think it's still taking chart right now, so I'm gonna show you. Once it take chart, you will see this blinking, this little symbol right here. All right. So there are 3 ways I can get my house battery charged. It's behind this panel right now, right here. See, it's right back there. But everything happening is right here. So this is where the port's gonna go in. This is an 8mm female. Is it female or male? It's more like male then. See how it's stick it out? So there's 3 ways you can get power to this controller. First of all, you can use solar panel, which is this end right here. I will show you where it's going. See, this is why I don't like this setup here. It looked pretty, I would say a ghetto, not very professionally done. So this is how I route my solar panel connection to get my battery charge when I'm camping at the campground. So this is solar panel charge way. Let's see how much we're getting right now. Right now it's kind of overshadowed. Let's see how much voltage we get here. As you can see right now, it's showing I'm getting 1.5 amp of solar coming in, and it's 13 point. That's the battery. Let's see the voltage. 14.1 coming in at 1.6. So we're getting about 14, almost 2, about 25 watts. Because it's kind of overshadowed right now. That's the voltage of the battery right now. 13.3. Oh, by the way, I have a little sticker say 12.8 is 10%. You do not want your battery to go below 10%, especially with lithium, because you're going to have to do a very low voltage charge to restart it. So that's how I monitor my battery. As you can see right here, say 13.2, but here it's 13.3, so it's a little bit off. So that might not be very accurate, but it's good enough. But this is actually more accurate over here. All right, so that one way of getting charged using solar panel, right? And another way of getting charged is using a 12-volt accessory plug, which you plug directly into the cigarette lighter or the accessory port. I already tested out, not very efficient, because you only get 12 volt from the maybe 13 volt, but I'm only get like 0.1 amp while I'm driving, so it's not very efficient way of charging this system. So to do this, because the way this controller is configured, so it's not very efficient. So one way to do this is using the DC to DC charger. You know, most of these portable power supply come with a charger, 8mm charger, right? So why not using what I already have, which is that right there, that little block. But in order to get 110 volt from the vehicle, I need an inverter. That is a 300 watt inverter that will connect directly to my battery. And this is how it get connected to my vehicle battery in order to get the inverter going. So we're gonna see, I'm gonna start the engine and see how much we're gonna get power to go charge DC to DC, all right? So right now I'm temporarily set this up, but this is how I'm gonna get DC to DC charging while I'm driving without relying on my solar panel. All right, so I'm gonna turn this on. If I can find the switch. There it is. All right, so when that's running, so now I have my inverter, my second inverter running. Yeah, it's kind of look ghetto. I have to fix that so it doesn't have that possibility of touching each other. But this one will put out 80 watts charging capacity. As you can see, it say 80 watts. We're gonna find out how much actually gonna go into the controller. This is my first time doing it. We're gonna find out together. Okay, so now you can see it says solar panel, but it's not really solar panel going in. It's a DC to DC. We're gonna see how much voltage we get in here. We get 13.7, and we got 5.1 amps. As you can see, it is charging up right now. So that's one way I can get my house battery charging while I'm driving without relying on my solar panel. So 13.5 watts coming in. Let me see, 13.7 coming in, 5.5 amps. So that's equal to about 60 watts, almost 60 watts. So that's pretty good. Cause on the solar, on the average, I get 60 watt charge from my solar panel, and that is, yeah. See now you can see it's go up to 13.2 volt over there. This is at rest, so right, nothing is hooked up to this house battery except it's getting charged. So let me see what's the voltage. So actually, the voltage from the control say 13.6. See how more accurate this is compared to that. Compared to the one up there, it actually went up. You see that? It went up to 13.3. It wanted to. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. We're gonna see how much we get over here. So 13.7 going in, 5.1 amp. So about a little bit over 60 watt, and the battery shows 13.6. So 13.6, we're gonna get up to 100% soon. It's still charging, so it's not quite there yet. You see the little blinking battery right there? So it's still getting charged. So in summary, this house battery is quite cheap. I think the total cost will be around $500 for over 1,000 watt hour. That's pretty good price compared to if you want to buy those portable one over 1,000, they run you about $1,000. So pretty much an average for portable one is like $1 per watt. So this system is cost me 50 cents a watt, which is pretty good. So I get more bang for my buck, right? And this battery will allow me to run the fridge for about 2 days without getting charged, which I will rarely ever do. And by the way, this battery run about 3,000 cycles. That will hold 80% charge guarantee. So in summary, this is pretty good system. And the only thing I don't like is that the solar panel cable is too thick. So I already ordered a wire, 14 gauge wire, I think. I'm gonna make my own cable solar panel, so it's thin enough that I can kind of slide in between you. I will show you what it look like. I will show you how I make it and how it can be connected. A little bit more, stealthy looking instead of sticking out like that. All right. Thanks for watching. I will catch you on the next video. Bye for now.